Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel for today's Sunday reset. I am in my game room doing a deep clean, and I'm just starting by getting all of this stuff cleaned off the table. I set it there to get it out of the way, and I'm just also straightening up just to start out. I hope that this video will be motivating for you, and maybe you can even clean along with me. So let's get to cleaning. Each week, I do like to choose one zone or room. It kind of depends on how big the space is to deep clean and declutter. And on this week, I was deep cleaning my game room. I actually wanted to get back on track of kind of working my way around my house. I used to be really good at keeping track and actually working my way around my house. And over the last couple of years, I feel like I just kind of deep clean and declutter the room or the space that I feel like needs it the most that week. But it helps me to stay on track and make sure that each room and each space is getting a good deep clean and declutter every couple or every few months if I'm kind of on a rotation and have that specific routine. So last week, I deep cleaned and decluttered our storage closet in the garage. And next up on the list was supposed to be my garage. And wouldn't you know it, when I had this plan to stay on track, immediately my plans get derailed because this week in Austin, it is really cold. And that's the case, I think, for most of the country this week. And so it's also been raining some of the days. So it's not really a great time to clean out the garage. I'd rather wait until we have some sunny, warmer days as we tend to get here in Austin in the winter times. So I decided to move on to my game room, move on to the inside of my house, because that was the next space that was up on the list. So that is what I'm taking care of today. Actually, to be quite honest, the next space should have been my laundry room, the back entryway, and the half bath. However, I did just clean out our laundry room not too long ago. So that is going to have to wait until next round as I'm trying to get back on track. But I will in an upcoming video clean the space kind of by the back entryway and get that tidied and decluttered. But I decided to go ahead and work on the game room right now since, like I said, I already did the laundry room recently, but I will eventually get on track of the rotation and the routine of how I like to do things, but it'll just take a while to get back on track. So one of the things I was doing on this day is I was evaluating everything on these shelves. I do like to style these shelves. I feel like if there was a lot less stuff, or obviously no stuff, it would feel very cold and it wouldn't look aesthetically pleasing. However, I'm constantly looking at these shelves and feeling like maybe I can remove some items, and you'll see in a little bit here, I'll show you, I removed a couple of items from the shelves and I was happy with that. And here I decided that this basket was empty enough that I could actually add these vases to the basket and kind of make them a little bit like bookends, just again to reduce the visual clutter on these shelves. Actually, I think I've shared this before on my channel, but one thing to trick your brain into thinking a space is less cluttered is to contain things in a basket or on a tray. So if you have several little things and you contain them in a basket or a tray, it's gonna trick your brain into thinking it's just one item. And again, this just makes less visual clutter. So here I'm just quickly looking through the drawers to see if there's anything I could declutter, and I decide not to go through the cabinets on this day because I will be doing a whole house decluttering video coming up on my channel, and I will go through the cabinets at that time. I do open the doors on those end cabinets really quick right there because I thought there was nothing in there and I just wanted to double check to make sure, and there was in fact nothing in those last two cabinets. So when I go through all the cabinets, when I do that whole house declutter with me, I know I don't need to look in those end cabinets. I did want to circle back quickly to what I said before about the things you can do to reduce visual clutter in your home. I know some of you may think I'm crazy and how I don't like to use the word obsessed, but I'll use that word, obsessed with making sure that there is not a lot of visual clutter in my home. And to each their own. I am pursuing minimalism. I want to be a minimalist. I totally appreciate people who are maximalists. That's fine if that works for you. But I did want to share that clutter really triggers my anxiety. And I feel like the more I declutter and the more I make my spaces less visually cluttered and less cluttered in general, I feel like my anxiety levels go down. And there's a lot of other things in my life right now that can create anxiety. And so I don't need any additional anxiety in my life. And I know this is not the case for everyone. Everyone is wired differently. But for me, the clutter genuinely triggers my anxiety. And I'm also just doing a little bit of rearranging. I had removed a wreath from that shelf with the brass birds, and it just felt really empty. So I thought I would move the birds to a shelf that had less vertical space to help alleviate that feeling of like emptiness. So that's what I was doing here.
And you don't have to be anyone I'm still gonna want you.
I do usually clean the walls in this room when I deep clean it. The walls are kind of that wainscoting with the insets, and so it definitely collects a lot of dust. But if you'll remember, just back in December, I was cleaning these walls. I used a spin mop to clean them before I decorated for Christmas in this space. So this time around, I'm not cleaning the walls, but I will definitely do that the next time I deep clean this space. But since I had just done that, I decided not to do it on this day.
And we don't have to go anywhere. I'm just glad that I'm with you. With you. I just want you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You are enough. You don't have to be anyone. You don't have to go anywhere. Nowhere. You don't have to do anything. You are enough.
I did decide to go ahead and go through the two drawers that are on this side of the game room, primarily just to keep it simple so that in my mind I know when I do that whole house decluttering project that I don't need to go through any of the drawers in the game room, that I only need to go through the cabinets. So this drawer is not all that messy, and I didn't declutter anything from this drawer. It's just where we keep all of our dog items, if that's not obvious. And then I do have some light bulbs for the outdoor string lights in here as well. But the other drawer that I go through, you'll see in a minute here, is a lot crazier. There is so much going on in this drawer, and honestly, this drawer is primarily a space that my husband uses, and so I just needed to remove some of the items to relocate and just tidy this drawer up. But for the most part, I don't really declutter much from this drawer. Okay, I don't think all these things need to be in that drawer. I'm gonna relocate all of this tape to the toolbox along with some of these tools and this paint can opener. This I'm gonna throw away. That does not look usable. These keys don't go to anything. I tried them on all of our exterior doors and it didn't work for any of them, so it might be to a previous door that we no longer have here. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't even know what these belong to. My inclination is to get rid of them, but I'm not sure why they're in here. Honestly, for now, I may just put them in the toolbox, but anyway, that's what I'm doing with all of these parts. Okay, and then as for a couple of things that I took off the shelves, this I want to keep, but I'm just gonna put it away for now. And then this, I've been on the fence about it for a while. I do like the aesthetic of it, but I'm kind of over word art. So I'm going to put it in a pile of things that are a maybe for me, and I'll revisit it at the end of the month. So that's what I'm doing with those. This is something else I'm going to take down. It being there makes it hard to close the drapes, or not hard, but just like awkward because we have to scoot the basket with the drapes. And honestly, I'm just kind of over this look, this rope basket. I do still have some rope baskets in my home, but this one I'm just gonna get rid of. I'll probably keep the little plants that are in there. Next up, I'm moving on to vacuuming and mopping in this space, and I don't know if you can see it there I mean, I guess you probably can. I can see it. But on the TV, I have this YouTube channel going where it has like a wintry scene with the fireplace, and it also had some jazz music playing, and I absolutely loved this, especially on this day. It was really cold outside and it just felt so cozy, and I just loved it. It felt like the perfect winter day. I really do love this spin mop. However, I might have talked about this before on my channel. I really am in the market for one of those mop vacuum combos. We got our son one when he moved into his apartment because his apartment is like all that engineered wood. So I thought it would be easier for him to keep it clean if he had this vacuum mop combo. And I really loved using that at his apartment. And so now I would love to get one of those, particularly for this space. I don't know if you can really get this scale, but this room is quite large, and so it is a lot of tile space. And we used to have an area rug down here, but we no longer have that here, primarily because our dog has accidents in this room, and so I just went ahead and removed the rug. So it is a lot of tile to vacuum and mop, and it would just be so much more efficient if I could vacuum and mop all of it at the same time. But if you have experience with mop vacuum combos and you have a brand that you really love, please let me know about it. My son was telling me after using his for a few months that he thinks it's probably not as high quality as I should have for the size of home we have. He said it works fine for his apartment. He lives in like a 700 square foot apartment, but we have like, I think our house is 2,600 square feet. So it would be good to have kind of a nicer or a better, higher quality, I guess, vacuum mop combo. But please let me know if you have any opinions on that.
I can't wait to come home to you. I can't wait to be home with you. We can sit by the fire, feeling cozy and fine. When I'm finally home with you. Feeling tired of my mind, of the passing of the time. Many thoughts, many lines, feeling lost, feeling blind. Every single day wearing down on my frame. Broken down, broken down, broken down again. And I wanna believe the weather won't get to me, but I've been bruised and I bleed all over everything. I wanna have a little peace, a little rest and relief. I wish I could be like all the people that I see, but this cursing of the ground make me feel like I can't breathe. Cause I know I'm not alone, but it do feel like that sometimes. Yeah, I know I am beloved, but it do be like that sometimes. But I know that it won't be for long, until I can finally see the throne. Until that time, then my days are said and done, I'll sing this song. I can't wait to come home to you, to you. I can't wait to be home with you, with you. We can sit by the fire, feeling cozy and fine.
I did decide that I wanted to go ahead and remove this table runner. Again, just working to simplify this space and to make it visually less cluttered.
A little bit of love and little ways that made me feel okay, feel okay. I'm so aware of all my broken pieces scattered on the ground. I'm singing out of all my silent secrets. Can you hear the sound? Listen, I wish I could be like all the people that I see. But maybe all the people all around are like me. Yeah. I know I'm not alone, but it do feel like that sometimes. I know I am beloved, but it do be like that sometimes. I know that it won't be for long, until I can finally see the throne. Until that time when my days are said and done, I'll sing this song. Yeah, I can't wait to come home to you, to you. I can't wait to be.
Y'all, admittedly, I was really running out of steam at this point, but the last thing that I had on my checklist was to clean the windows in this space. And I mean, honestly, if it was a warmer day, I probably would have opened the window and cleaned the tracks really well. But given that it was very cold on this day, and like I mentioned, I was kind of running out of steam, I decided to just go ahead and clean the glass on these windows.
I can't wait to come home to you, home to you. I can't wait to be home with you, home to you. We can sit by the fire, feeling cozy and fine. When I'm finally home with you.
Okay, my friends, that is all I have for this Sunday's reset. I do hope it brought you some motivation. If you are new to my channel, I would really love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube community if you like cleaning, decluttering, organizing videos, then I'm sure you will enjoy watching videos from my channel. But as always, I really appreciate you watching all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.